Got the History Mystery Man out here tonight. Mystery Man,
yes,
we did
sir.
it.
Thank you. Good job tonight.
Thank you
Fantastic.
for coming and doing this for me.
Yeah,
And,
I want to thank you. You're the first driver or human in my history to ever say my name on a PA somewhere.
Well,
yeah, first I'd ever heard
that's
that.
frustrating.
That was
We
wonderful.
need people like you to, so other people that don't come to the races can, can see what the sport's all about.
I can't tell you how much I appreciated that. That was huge for me.
Sweet.
It's kind of like a win for me too, mister.
Hey, you're a part of it tonight.
So you told me that you're living in Markle, Indiana, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I thought that was your hometown, but you're from California.
No,
right?
yeah, I'm originally from California, and then I moved out here in like the end of 2020 and started racing full time in 21.
Yeah. So where did you get bit by the bug? Were you at a racetrack when you were a little itty bitty boy and said, "Hey, I got to do this"?
No, my mom and dad actually, they went to the fair in like 1996, and CRA was there, and it was like $1 admission to get in at Ventura Raceway. They had never seen a sprint car race before either, and they went and sat and watched it, and they fell in love with it and started following CRA or SCRA back in the day in California. And then my dad actually started racing at Ventura, senior sprints, and then my mom got a sprint car, so they both raced at Ventura, just the local series. And then 2006, I got a mini dwarf and started racing at Ventura.
But you moved out here to Indiana specifically for racing. 'Cause
Yeah,
you want to move your career along.
For sprint cars, yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
move out here for the weather, that's for sure.
You don't like the weather here, huh?
It's hot.
It's hot. Yeah.
I'm from the beach in California, so it's 70 and sunny every day.
You got a sea breeze. You're spoiled.
Yeah.
California. You surf too, or?
I wish. I'd tell people I surf.
Do you?
No,
I would
surf.
too if I was from California. How's this work? You own the cars? They're your cars?
So, Dave Stensland, physical medicine consultant, he owns my engines. He owns this truck and beautiful trailer, and I own the race cars. So, all the sponsors you see on the side of the car help me get up and down the that's So, if I tear them up, that's kind of how it started. Was, Dave didn't really have the time to own the cars and maintenance them and wash them, and so that's pretty much my full-time job. And so I own the cars, and if I tear them up, it's on me. I'm not driving for somebody that, will just pay the bill if that happens. So I think that kind of molded me into being a little more cautious and, not wanting to crash stuff because
caution doesn't win races, mister.
No, but I think it just settled me down, right?
Okay.
Because I got to pay for it, so I'm not, I don't have a big pocketbook behind me on that aspect. So
sure.
Dave does a good job with the engines, and it's my job to keep shocks and 4 tires on it.
So have you ever raced with a wing?
I haven't.
You have not?
That's next on the agenda. I'd love to do it. Right now, it's not really probably in our budget to go wing racing because we know what it takes, and we're just figuring out the non-wing stuff to where we can win races and be competitive with USAC. And I just kind of want to get good at this before I try venturing into something else. And when I do, I don't think I'll go full wing rag, right? Like I just want to kind of dabble in it a little bit and see what it's all about, see what we got.
Without the wing, it's all on the right rear, yes?
I would say it's all on the right rear. I love a lot of right rear weight. And if I can't feel my right rear, I'm pretty much junk. So I drive really hard off the right rear, but I also run off the right front too. I feel like I run my car a lot straighter than most guys, so I can get tighter because I run a lot of right rear weight, so I can run it pretty straight off the right front. And Matt Westfall's a guy that I got beat by a lot in the slick, and watched him and just kind of studied him, and now I can race with him, and we're both pretty straight race car drivers, I'd say.
Yeah. Do you make the final call on your setup, or is that somebody else?
Yeah, so it's pretty much on me. I have my buddy Alan that comes out and helps us a lot. And we're on the same page now. At first, he worked with Meserol a lot, so at first we kind of butted heads because Thomas loves left rear weight and I love right rear weight. So the first year we kind of struggled getting our head together, and now we work really well together. And so he kind of knows what I want. And at the end of the day, he'll say, we'll go between 2 options, and he'll say, you're the driver, you make the call. So ultimately, it is all me on the setup department, and I just kind of bounce ideas off him.
Are you a full-time racer? Is this what
Yeah.
you do for a living?
Yep.
Okay. I know you're performing very well at this level. Next step would be hope that somebody notices and comes along, or are you ready to make a higher level investment? Where are you at?
I think the next step would be probably just having somebody jump on board with us as
Sure.
a team and maybe go full-time USAC racing. I think that's kind of where our program's headed. As far as going and driving for somebody else, I don't really have a desire to do that. Where we all gel really well together, it's a big family. I've kind of had some other opportunities to go run USAC stuff, but I just, I'm happy doing what I'm doing.
You won 18 non-wing races,
Yeah.
and as far as we know, that's more than anyone in this country as far as non-wing sprint car racing.
I mean, obviously it's not on a USAC level, but we've raced and beat a lot of really good USAC cars whenever they come and run local races or boss shows. Or last year was MSCS. We won some MSCS races. Won a CRA race out in California.
Is this your biggest victory ever, the Jack Hewitt Classic, or is there one above? Or
I should say that because we're here, but I'd say the Hockett was pretty cool.
Okay.
Just because there were 70 cars, it's a cool facility, cool racetrack, and I actually got
Where's
to watch,
that at?
In Wheatland, Missouri, the Luke Oil Speedway.
That's a beautiful facility.
Beautiful, yeah. And I got to watch Jesse Hockett race Big East car.
You got to win out there, though.
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
I'm very blessed.
Yeah, you've won 11 so far this year?
Yeah.
So you're on track to possibly exceed the mark you set last year.
Yep.
That is really, really incredible.
Yeah.
Did you win the Boss Championship last year?
We did, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be able to do it without Dave, right, with the engines. And if I had to pay for the engines, I'd probably have to get a real job and only race 40 times a year. Right now we have 94 races on our schedule, and we're able to, compete in all of them because of Dave. So
Yeah.
He's the guy that makes it all possible for me to make a living doing this.
3 cheers for Dave. Hobbies outside of racing?
Fishing.
We talked about that. I don't mean sitting on the bank hoping a fish jumps on your hook. You're a boat captain, yes?
Yeah, so I have my 100-ton captain's license.
That's a commercial license.
Yeah. So I can legally take guys fishing and drive a boat up to 100 tons, and so hopefully when I'm 35, 40, I can retire from this and go drive a boat for the rest of my life.
I'm a Great Lakes tug captain, so we have that in common. I thought that was cool when I heard you were a captain. What makes a great sprint car driver? Are they super smart? It's a mental game as it's much a physical game.
I'd say it's a mental and physical game, right? I think Justin Grant, KT, they're both in shape, and they, just great race car drivers all around.
They're smart too.
They can race anything. They're not afraid to take chances. I feel like a good sprint car driver isn't afraid to take chances. Obviously, Kyle Larson is probably the best.
Is he the greatest driver in America today, Kyle Larson?
I'd say 100%.
Yeah, I mean, if you had to choose someone, huh?
It's funny because you watch his lap times. He's very rarely the fastest lap of the race, but he wins more than he doesn't, and it's just consistency. I think a good sprint car driver can run consistent laps even when he's getting challenged by another car. They keep their composure and can just run consistent laps. And I think that's probably what makes a great sprint car driver a great sprint car driver.
Yeah, I mean, he's the only guy right now winning in a cup car on Sunday and then winning a high limit or World of Outlaw race on Wednesday. I mean, nobody else is doing it.
Right.
Have you ever had a conversation with him?
Yeah. So just obviously Chili Bowl. I worked for Keith Coons when I was like 14 or 15, and Kyle ran, so I got to hang out with him there a little bit. And he goes and races Ventura. Funny story, at Putnamville, it was like my 3rd sprint car race, and I think I was racing Brady Short, and I was just outside of a transfer. There was like 60 cars or 55 cars, something like that. It was Midget Week 2020, and Larson and Sunshine were on the backstretch in the pit area, or in the pit stands, and red flag comes out, and I just ran like 2 really good laps on the top, and they both kind of got my attention. They're like, rip the top, and I actually drove around. I think it was Brady Short to make the show. So that's another interaction I have with him. We know who each other are, and obviously I respect him a lot. He's a great race car driver.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to be turning heads with the features you put on the board last year and the ones you won Circle City Thursday, Hilltop Friday, and Paragon Saturday. That was just last weekend? Yeah.
So we've had some good runs with some USAC guys. I got beat by CJ a couple weeks ago at Lawrenceburg during Midget Week, and just got, I'm almost glad I did because I got to learn from it, right? I've watched the video 15 times just to see what I can do different. We beat Mitchell Moles at Putnamville, and these are just guys that I look up to and obviously enjoy racing with. So when they come and run local races, it's like they're the guys to beat, right? So when you can do that, you feel like, you're headed somewhere in the right direction.
is that?
It's a bleeder, so it keeps air the same, and it lets air out as it builds pressure while the wheels are spinning.
How much stagger do you guys run here?
Right now, I think we're around 8 inches right now.
8 inches?
Everybody runs around 10 to start out. And we're dropping down in stagger. His driving style changes everything, so.
You say you were quick time?
Yeah, I think so.
So you guys take time while you're practicing?
So they qualify and they hot lap and then we hot lap qualify. So it's like 3 cars and you're qualifying with your group, right?
You don't need any changes to the car, you're good to go?
We'll probably move the wheel in a little bit, and we don't touch, like, I never really touch my nose ever. My nose stays the same. We'll move my wheel in and take out some stagger, and that's about it.
Okay, so it's got plenty in the reservoir, so it's not like something's caught in the screens or anything that's not getting back.
Just a sending unit?
So I've been hanging around racing since I was 3 years old, but your story is a first for me. You are a physician by day?
I am, yes.
Where at?
In Fort Wayne, Indiana, I do interventional pain management.
For backs?
Yes.
Wow. And you are an engine builder by night?
Yeah.
Is that how that goes?
Pretty much, nights and weekends. My dad was an engineer, and he built motors for guys locally, and I grew up learning from him how to do it. And
I've just never heard that combination before, a back surgeon and an engine builder. And not just an engine builder for a championship team, Ricky Lewis. You guys won 18 features last year.
Yeah.
You're 11 already this year.
Yes.
I mean, you're just an incredible story. Do you travel with these guys or go when you can kind of thing?
I go when I can. I hit probably about 2/3 of the races with them. And
The number 41, is that from your dad?
it is. The
Yeah.
first sprint car my dad ever built, he was 41 years old.
What I thought was cool is there was another race driver down in your pit asking you questions because he's having motor trouble, and it just so happens the guy is second in points to you guys, and you went down and tuned down his engine or helped him anyway?
Tried to figure out, he was losing oil pressure, so we were trying to figure out where that was coming from. So
See-
it looked like it was a oil pump issue.
Yeah, see, that's how it should be. You guys, he's second in points, and you're trying to help him
Absolutely.
get going. It's not like, Hendrick Motorsports doesn't tune on Joe Gibbs Racing stuff,
Correct.
like you guys do.
We all help each other out in the pits, and we race out on the track.
And so, track seems challenging tonight.
It's
like a
extremely
handful.
challenging. Yeah, it's a handful.
Yeah.
Hey, you wanna walk down and see Jake
if your
real
car's good, you're super free in the
Right here.
slick, and you're tight. When you're against
What?
the cushion or the holes, everything.
All right, come on, let's go.
There's craters out there in turn
Yeah.
4. So
We've not even done with sprint heats, and we've had
Yeah.
4 on our lid. So
yeah, I think Thomas get upside down.
yeah.
Who? Any other non-wing guys?
midget went upside down.
Well, it's rough. So
Yeah.
it's rough for a sprint car, let alone a midget.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think hopefully they'll do a little track work, just try to smooth out the holes a little bit, and we should be pretty good.
Aren't you the king of used tires?
Well, there's a used one right here that we'll put on for the feature.
Do you ever put a new tire right rear on?
It's rare.
It's rare. Okay.
I put it this way, I have not won a feature in 2 years on a new tire.
That's amazing.
Every
You're winning all those races on used tires.
Every tire I've won with has been a used tire. When we go used stack racing, we'll put a used tire or a new tire on.
I got you. Yeah, that's so funny.
For the most part, it is used tires.
That's amazing.
When we go home and we simple green and grind and simple green and grind, just try to work them and
Yeah.
improve them.
If it's working for you. Apparently it is.
We're out of Camarillo, California. Mesilla Valley Transportation number 41. The defending champion of the Jack Hewitt Classic. Give it up for Ricky Lewis. To his inside.
I appreciate each and every one of you fans, whether you love it or hate it. You guys showed up, paid your hard-earned money to come and watch us race, and I know Waynesfield Raceway Park appreciates it. I appreciate it. I know your favorite driver appreciates it. Man, this has been an unbelievable season. It's almost too good to be true. Like, I don't feel like, you know, we've had a couple top five USAC runs and won just about every local show we've been to or boss show we've been to, and none of these races are hard to or easy to win. So, you know, you guys like TMez and Westfall. Unfortunately, Thomas had a rough night, but I enjoy racing him every chance I get. Me and Matt were actually, he's my boss on the midget side of things, so I didn't like touching there. I'm sure he understands that those lap cars were just, they were there, and I tried to fill the hole, and he was trying to slide me at the same time, and I know he loves me and I love him, so this is a good friendship, good hard racing. But I can't do it without my guys. You know, Dave Stensland builds awesome engines. Couldn't do it without him. Alan and Mikey, they bust their butts, man. They live with me at the shop, and Kaylani does a great job selling t-shirts, and I said Barry, didn't I? Oh, well, my bad. Barry Tibbetts is one of my biggest supporters, has been there since day one, so Jeff Halley. Got the History Mystery Man out here tonight, so hopefully you guys will see us on YouTube at some point. But got to thank Morris Farms, D's Transport, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Wild Bill's Barbecue, Physical Medicine Consultant, and J&M Racing. So this is, I'm tickled to death. This is awesome.
Damn, I love that boy.
Is he gonna let you keep that one?
Oh, I'll probably get to put it on the shelf.
That's a start. It was a fun race to watch too.
Yeah.
Going at it with Matt like you were in traffic.
We're really good friends too.
I know
He's my
you
boss, so
I know.
I got to play nice with him, right? We did get together, and hopefully you just saw that was just. I mean, that was slow lap
That's gonna
traffic.
happen.
I don't think he expected me to be around the outside of him though.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I appreciate you and all your time tonight. A good show. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey. So proud, buddy. Ready to go catch some sea bass?
So is your dad, too.
You ready to go catch some halibut and sea bass next week, buddy?
Congratulations. Thanks, Barry. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everything. I was telling her, first time ever a driver ever said History Mystery Man on the PA. That was great. I loved it.
I told you this was going to be fun.
I know. You were right.